players right now. You're expecting a good experience. Just know that I had played an hour ahead of time of the game. I could not be any more bored. Jesus Christ. Where the hell do we go from Dark Legacy to this? And then to remember, oh yeah, Gauntlet is under the wings of our good old friends at WB Games. How could I fucking forget? No, I can't. Especially not when the most recent title for Gauntlet has been also been pretty mid. Jesus Christ. We stay losing over here. We stay losing. Right. So I feel like many times deja vu saying this. Say when you find 3,000. Oh, that's a good question. That's a wonderful question. I don't know. Actually, no, no, I shouldn't be doing. Probably the best thing to happen, considering what we're doing today. No, God, what we're doing today. Hope you enjoyed those PS2 sounds. Probably the only joy is we're gonna happen. This many companies, fuck it up. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure it's not even developed. Because this was when Midway was still Midway. The PS2 sounds bring life to my ideas. Trust me. I mean, I think the last time I played a PS2 game on the channel was literally just Dark Cloud. I wanted to do Kingdom Hearts for a bit. I never had a chance to. Actually, no, it was Dark Chronicle because I never played. What was known as Dark Cloud 2. And that was pretty much that. Where do I even begin with this? Oh, I know. A bit of a story. Because I've told plenty of those at this point. I briefly mentioned I was a fan of Gauntlet. Gauntlet Legends, Dark Legacy. Those are the last two games I've played. It was like, oh man, I can't wait what they have next. And then I see Seven Souls, and I was like, oh, this sucks. This sounds pretty mid at best. Never heard of the Gauntlet series. Oh, jeez. The best way I can describe it is imagine if you're looking at a isometric hack and slash RPG. Diablo, for example. Let's talk Diablo. You have different classes you can pick from. Each class has their level ups. You can actually it usually is gold you can pay to like increase your stats and whatnot, but we're not talking about the good games. We're never talking about the good games. That's a lie. I have plenty of times, in fact. Our Legends on the N64 is the one I grew up with, and to this day has been the one Gauntlet game that I've always stuck around with, until I got around to playing Dark Legacy, and that became my favorite. And the last time we've even heard of this series since then, after what you're seeing here, is WB buying up the IP from Midway and releasing a game on PS4 and Steam. As much as I see the positive reviews, it's like, oh yeah, this sounds fine. And then I take one look at it, and then recall that it actually wasn't all that grand. So then we've had better on during the 64-bit in the same era as this console. You would think we would get something better than, well, this. You would think. Oh, by the way, just a friendly reminder, we're going back to the old games in the age before quality of light controls and GUIs. To be fair, that's generally how I mostly done stuff. Hardly did I ever get a chance to play some of the newer stuff. And probably for a good reason. But I was saying, friendly reminder, this game had online multiplayer. Since it came out on the PS2 and Xbox. But even back then, I don't think there were that many people playing. Oh, and since we're talking about Gauntlet, well, specifically this game, you want to know who at the time was at the helm developing this game? It was John Romero and one of the dude. The guy who developed Fallout New Vegas. I'm gonna look this up again. Yeah, John Romero and Josh Sawyer. John Romero, who developed such wonderful games as Quake, the Doom series, Wolfenstein 3D, but he also makes one of the worst games that id Software had developed, that being Daikatana. Also hilarious is that you can actually still buy Daikatana on Steam for some reason. And before the game was finished, they left. Son tells me they saw the writing on the wall and couldn't stay and finish the game, so they left. Gee, I wonder why. Don't trash talk id Software, they just had a sick day. I'm not trashing id Software. I am, however, gonna trash talk Daikatana. There was no reason. No reason why that game was the way it was. Oh, I know I haven't started the game yet, but considering one of the classes I would always use in Gauntlet is a wizard, what the fuck did he do to our boy? We can trash talk Bethesda. Oh yeah, every day. It just works. It just works. All day, every day.
This was formerly a great city, one the warrior knew as his home. But now, it suffers under the evil plots of the Six, who have spread chaos and destruction to the four corners.
I mean, have you seen the other classes? They all have a little kink, apparently. At least until they get their armor upgrades. Oh gosh, do I even want to talk about what this game does that isn't remotely as well as Adventures of Dark Legacy, two arguably of the best games as the series has had? Oh, we probably will when we talk about the gameplay, because let me tell you, it is not... Actually, no, this sounds wrong. Yeah. So, you know how the game, like, well, again, the opposite. You know how those controls felt? Is it over-the-top fan says, no, this is like 2004. We weren't yeah, even then, I don't think we were at that point yet. This is 2004. Alright. I don't that we have an issue. I don't know about you, but I distinctly remember Gauntlet having more tighter controls than this. It feels slippery, it feels like I'm playing with a loose arcade stick. considering we're talking about a PS2 game, that's probably not a good sign. Games during that era tend to not go through. Well, sadly, it is the bad kind of food. I kind of wish I could show, like, comparisons to really get my point across of why this doesn't feel as well as it probably should. I mean, I could talk about experiences, right? Because I've played Legends of Dark Legacy. Pretty much the two games that came before this. That were in the 3D home consoles. Why do we have hot cheese in the ground? Because it's an arcade hack and slash, pretty much. Gotta have all sources of food somewhere. So you have your actually, yeah, because we used to have fruit in big slabs of ham and meat. And while we do still have slabs of meat, instead of fruit, we just get cheese. Like, we just get cheese. No fruits to be had here. No apples, no cherries, no bananas, no grapes. Nothing. But we don't even get the characters actually saying anything in regards to the food itself. They used to say things like, sustenance, food is good. Nope. What, you expecting our characters to have any sort of personality in a game like this? They used to. My god, they used to. I mean, yes and no. If this was Gauntlet Legends, I would absolutely say, oh yeah, the wizard's broken. Because of one of its, well, it used to be called Turbo, but one of its special moves you can use is basically Rock Slide. Like, it's an AoE rock shower that he does. That deals multiple hits of damage. And it's pretty much the easiest way to take out bosses and giant enemies. We don't get anything like that here. This is the Earth Defense Force 5. Oh gosh, I actually don't remember what the voices sound like, but I'm pretty sure I know what you mean. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we used to have characters actually speaking, or at least have, like, actually, do we even get a voice when they get hit? Because I'm pretty sure even back then they did. Sort of. You sort of get something like that. But no joyous regards about them eating food. Even the announcer who, like in Gauntlet Legends of Dark Legacy, I actually do miss the announcer. Actually, you might have heard it earlier in the game. Hold on. Can I look up, like, the announcer? I love how that's one of the searches. Oh yeah, the food clips, because yeah, every single character had food clips, but where the fuck? Yeah, this one's Dark Legacy, but you'll see what I mean. Hold on. Was kind of. He was kind of over the top, but it was a good kind of over the top.
Learned how to block. A combo move can now be used.
Something like that. Hold on. Where the fuck? Oh wait, no.
I've not seen such bravery.
When you get a combo. Hold on, where's...
8, 7, 6.
Oh yeah, because
5,
in mini games there used to be a
3,
countdown if you
2,
didn't get all the
1,
medals.
0.
Even we don't even get that for this. We don't get any unlockable characters like we did. Nothing. And you generally mean nothing. I was trying to look for like Gauntlet Legends, but Dark Legacy's announcement was also pretty damn good. I love how that's one of the first one of the games. Learn how to block. I like the strange brigade announcer. It's like 1930s radio. And probably. I, I kind of wish I could make the. Like, this felt more appropriate to make the joke of Godzilla's approaching a generator. But but even Godzilla, the 2004 Godzilla tie-in game, was at least so bad it was kind of hilarious. This feels like it. This feels like, despite its best parts being okay, it's so okay that it's not worth mentioning. And I can kind of see why after this, we never got another game. As much as I dislike the fact that the only time we're gonna get anything like this is a fan remaster of Dark Legacy. I kind of wish I let the voice actually play out, because I don't like the voice in this. The announcer, I mean. Just sounds kind of, even with Death appearing, he just kind of, I don't want to say he sounds bored, but he doesn't sound like Death and Carnage is actually arrived at your doorstep. I want to feel like I'm actually afraid for my goddamn life when I see Death. Not like a minor inconvenience. Again, out here though, God forbid we have an announcer that actually sounds like he's announcing. Just kind of sounds like, well, almost mid-2000s, but yeah, it just kind of sounds like a mid-2000s narrator. No funny quip, no wit to it, just kind of there. David Auden, but oh. Oh my gosh, that also reminds me. Even the announcer back then would announce stuff like Blue Wizard has gained a level. Not here though. God, not here. He's a national good. Oh. I actually never knew his name. That's good to know. Actually, really good to know. I do remember for a spell, I used to watch National Geographic. If for no other reason than because it was on TV. It's kind of like, oh, what should we put up on television, sort of thing. Think I'm gonna save in a game this short?
To crush the evil that has spread through the lands,
Actually
the
get an
heroes
area.
must battle their way through the dungeons of the city until they reach the village beyond its dark tunnels. There, the heroes will find the first of the six.
I'm not vibing this narrator. On a game that has narrators they could choose the style you want. Oh, jeez. If you give me that option, I'm gonna have something like, oh, gosh, what is his name? His name begets me. The narrator from the Stanley Parable. That would literally be the narrator I would always choose if we had such an option. That witty British style of narration. Also because it's hilarious as shit. I also distinctly remember that the fucking level ups actually meant something. Or the fact you can actually customize, had a bit more customization of what stats you can increase. Instead of just your health, your damage, and your mana. Like, actually, Gauntlet Legends, you used to be able to increase your defense. You used to be able to increase your movement speed. Serious Deadpool style sarcastic stickers stuff. Surprised by everything that happens, doesn't know what's going. I feel like, I mean, that's kind of what kind of happens at times in the Stanley Parable. The narrator just gets sick of his shit and just continues on with the story anyway. No, like, if stuff like this is gonna actually break up the points where I would actually be nagging on the fact that why the fuck are we fighting human-like enemies? Considering that the enemies in Gauntlet tends to be stuff like goblins, like zombies. Actually, no, there's like the castle. But even then, you would end up fighting stuff like reanimated armor and like the castle treasury and stuff like that. Again, not here though. God forbid we have any variation of our enemies. Don't you just like it when games only increase enemy health and damage when you ask for a higher difficulty? Oh, here's my favorite. When they think difficulty and challenge means putting everything in a gauntlet trope, forcing you to fight every single boss you've already fought before in a row. And think that, oh yeah, this is a reasonable challenge. Let's throw everything that you've already fought before, but stronger this time. At that point, it's just lazy. That is absolutely lazy. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure in Gauntlet they actually had like multiple different paths that would lead to like hidden secrets, maybe power-ups you can get. Oh yeah, there are no power-ups. Why the fuck would we have something like that in an arcade hack and slash? In an arcade hack and slash RPG. It's not like we've already had something like that before, and something that we actually expected as a standard, and it was actually properly executed, give or take certain parts of the game. I know for like the PlayStation versions of Gauntlet, you wouldn't even have an inventory screen to keep all the power-ups. You had to use them, but by the time you picked them up, you were committed to using them. You can't save them for a later time or anything like that. It was mainly the N64 and GameCube versions where you can actually do that. Out here, like I said, no power-ups. No way to change up the way you play the game. Even the level up system seems quite, almost stretched back. I wish I could say a downgrade, but even then, there's like moves you can unlock. Which, why are we putting moves behind gold when that's the only thing you can spend gold on in the game? I wish I was kidding. Because there are no power-ups for you to spend gold in the game, guess what you're gonna be doing? Like, the only thing you're gonna be spending gold on is, like, extra moves and special moves. That's it! By the time you unlock all of them, especially if you're playing single player, the gold means fuck all. You're not getting anything for your gold.
Death has appeared.
You're getting a damn thing with the game. It's just a useless number that goes up every time you collect it. Power-ups to buy. You can't spend gold to increase your stats like you used to. You can't even spend gold to recover your health. Or increase your health. The things and play the lifestyle you want and reward you for playing smart. Yeah. And I'm fairly certain there's still games like that today that let you do it. There are a lot better experiences because of it. Unfortunately, even stuff like that is too few and far between. That's kind of why I play RPGs, because you can kind of just come up with whatever strategy. While being on a hilltop and throwing bombs. I absolutely love Breath of the Wild, but something that actually kind of weird happened. As much as I tried to play Tears of the Kingdom, something just kind of clicked where I just stopped playing. And I wish I could tell you why. Actually, can't explain why. Like, there's just something that happened that's like, I'm actually not able to actually go back and play the game. And bear in mind, I didn't have anything like a game-breaking bug or anything horrendous happen while playing it. It just wasn't at all in the mood to go back and finish playing Tears of the Kingdom.
Red Wizard needs food badly.
Even that would have sounded better in Dark Legacy. Like, hey, asshole, you need to heal up. Okay, it wouldn't be that like that, but there would be a bit more urgency behind it. A lot more urgency. Some people like it's. Don't say. Okay, that's
has died. Red Wizard is born anew.
That's completely on me. I wasn't paying attention. But some people like mini experiences because sometimes I think it's because I get overloaded with options. I mean, I can see why. Especially with the overloaded with options, that's like way too much to pick from. So I kind of find it hilarious that in every other Gauntlet game, I wouldn't even dare get to a point where I would not only be low on health, but also be at a risk of dying. Then again, we're not playing. Said we're not playing a Gauntlet game. It's literally part of the title. Certainly not playing a good. I forbid I go back to playing Dark Legacy again.
Here in this wasted village, plagued by evil, the heroes will finally face
And a fucking scarecrow.
Was a man with whom I long ago kept counsel. By his defeat, they will end my second sorrow.
You know, I'm pretty sure we had better bosses. Dark Legacy had quite a few. Not only did we have Scorn himself. Actually, yeah, because Scorn's not even in this one. Granted, he was mainly the big story part of Legends of Dark Legacy. But we don't get, like, as far as I know, we don't get, like, a overarching demonic overlord. We don't get a dragon. No, only about 2.5% of people can multitask. Not sure if that's reassuring. We used to have a dragon. We used to have a leech. We had a spider queen, an actual chimera at the end of the castle area. An embodiment of the plague. A fucking genie. Nope. We get a scarecrow. We get a fucking scarecrow. We get a goddamn scarecrow for our troubles. You only get guy with sharp stick as a boss. Wait till we get to another boss later. Literally reanimated stone. And while I probably wouldn't be having an issue with that, especially since one of Metroid Prime's bosses was Tarkus? The giant rock monster that you find in Metroid Prime. It's a sharper stick. Like, sometimes the rock boss can actually be a pretty cool boss. Not here. Dear God, not here. Dear God, not here. Because, technically speaking, the fucking rock boss doesn't act on its own. It's the fucking sorcerers that are acting for it. Tarkus would act on its own. The Boulder Geist in Super Mario Galaxy would act on its own. We're not talking about good rock bosses. We're talking about the bad ones. That is literally just a pile of stone that vaguely resembles a body. The fucking bastards, they just back up very slowly throwing shit at you. Sorry, but unless you're throwing a bomb, I don't feel all that threatening. You know, like we had in the previous Gauntlet game. Or games, rather, technically speaking. Hell, one of the classes we used to have was the Jester that would literally throw bombs at his enemies. Too bad we're still stuck with the Warrior, the Valkyrie, and the Wizard. And the Elf who's not even the Archer. Why on earth should we have class variety? I haven't even used the Jester, and I'm pretty sure he's way more interesting than just sticking with the 4 classes we've always known. As good as they may be. And speaking of those other classes, the thing that kind of puts a sour mood is that we could have gotten like 2 other classes that were in development while John Romero and Josh Sawyer were developing the game. The Tragedy and the Lancer. Too bad those got cut.
Death has appeared.
Too bad we never got to see what those actually look like. It just sounds sort of like an alchemist. No. Like, he quite literally throws bombs and has a higher magic stat than, say, the Warrior. Like he was a fast. Actually, no, he had more magic than the Archer, because both the Jester and the Archer were the fastest classes. The problem was that outside of range, they were particularly weak. They were kind of weak classes in terms of damage. Most of the time, they're kind of like classes you would put in like the background if you were playing with a group. You might also know is that I've mostly been pressing the same goddamn button over and over. Oh, literally right here. You might have noticed I've been playing the same button over and over. As well, this game does have combos. It does have other moves. It has special moves. More often than here, you're just pressing the X button. You're literally just pressing the X button like you're... That just having the special buttons back. Yeah. Especially for now. Wait, hold up, we have to defeat waves of enemies. Not even specific to a generator, just waves of enemies. Literally just for a key that they could have just spawned after just showing us after defeating a generator. There's just at least 1 or 2 of in each section.
Red Wizard needs food badly.
It is right behind us anyway, so why the fuck do we have to go through all that just to defeat hordes just to get a key? You know what you could have done? Have like a key in like a secret path that we'd have to explore and find a switch to? You know, something that we once again had in Legends of Dark Legacy? Just going off the name, the Jester should be a speedy trickster that can go invisible as a daggers. It has a high crit chance, but they also have a negative crit that can spawn a weak enemy. Imagine if you could, though. Oh my gosh. Now that you mentioned it. I'm pretty sure even Dark Legacy had, like, special, like, codes you can put if you put it in the name selection. Like if you put in the name of the chicken, you can actually play as the fire-breathing chicken in Gauntlet. Or you can play as an enemy schoolgirl. or play as a character in BDSM. Like crazy shit you can do in Dark Legacy just by putting it in a name, putting it in your name selection or name entry. Whereas that's not in here. Of course, it's not in here. God forbid we have something interesting. That does seem at least interesting, like a high risk, high reward type of character in a game like this. Though that would also be a bit of a hindrance to your party. Give or take. It's like, oh, god damn it, dude. Why do you have to spawn another enemy? That sort of thing. I'm not kidding when I say it's a fucking scarecrow. Look at this shit. There's a scream like it's a boss. Kind of just seemed like it would be like a normal, stronger enemy in Dark Legacy. Because every area in Dark Legacy had a version of a stronger enemy. Nope. A scarecrow like this is a boss. Because reasons. Not even a good reason, just reasons. I love how I was about to die and I leveled up right in. Unless I can elite not a boss. Out here though. Here it's straight up a boss you have to fight. And despite me playing as careless as I am, you might have noticed a bit of a problem. And I don't mean the lack of health recovery. Or the fact that he does a shit ton of damage when I'm a squishy wizard. Is that you can literally just hold the block button. Oh no, anyway. Oh no, anyway. Never mind. I was about to say, you can pretty much just hold the block button and he mostly can't do much about it. Unless you get tucked into a corner. But other than that, you pretty much can just... this entire time. I wish I had more to say about this. It's literally just a fucking scarecrow. You know, besides the fact that I'm playing as careless as I am. Like, really fucking careless. It's not like I get punished for losing lives in a stage. Like, what's the worst that can happen? A game over. Because by the time you enter the next stage, your life counter gets reset. So I have absolutely no obligation to worry about the fact that I'm dying as much as I am. It's not like we've had actual punishment for dying. You know, like we've had in every other Gauntlet game, where you didn't have a life system. And not only do we have a life system, we have a life system that is weighed heavily in your favor. You could be playing as careless as I am. Doesn't make much of a difference, does it? Besides the fact that I've died 4 times now. Oh no, anyway. He's almost dead. The only repercussion I get is the fact that I'm 4 lives under. There goes the fucking scarecrow. Fights like this make me glad that some of these remote playing smart and bring some equipment that counts as positive, you know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure even Gauntlet Legends lets you do that because there are certain bosses you can use legendary equipment that can either straight up hinder a boss or take out a portion of their life and make it an easier boss if you know where to find them. And you still have to play strategically. Because not only were they hard as hell to hit, they also dealt a shit ton of damage. So you had to play smart. Not here. Because of this life system, you can play as recklessly. Well, I mean, yeah, there were plenty of spots where it had fire lava pools, but unfortunately the fire pools here don't really do jack shit. Like, you may have noticed, like, yeah, he passed by the pool of lava that fell from this, but it didn't really do much to him. The best strategy was quite literally standing right near him, blocking every time he looks like he was running up to an attack, and then attack accordingly. Outside of that, there really wasn't that much of a strategy. It really wasn't. That's what I'm saying. Because of this life system, you can pretty much just lose a life, doesn't matter, you get right back up to full. And unless you lose all of your lives, which, let's be real, isn't very likely in a game like this, you can pretty much just keep going without much of a thought in your head. I let that music get rising because of music. Kind of. It's definitely got some banger songs to it. You know, despite the fact that I've died 4 times in a fucking scarecrow boss, I feel like I'm not carrying it. Try as I may to pay attention to the story. They play the vocals right when you hit this cinematic points. Indeed. Oh, here's a bloody lovely part. You know all those parts you had to go through, that we just went through, by the way? Gotta do it all over again after you're making your loop back over here. Generators and enemies respawn. The fucking gates, the fucking bridges that we pulled up from earlier, pulling them back down again. And this happens every single time you pass through an area. Especially if you're going through to fight a boss. Have to go through an area that you just went through. And it feels like needless padding. Walking in Circle Simulator 2003. Fucking seriously, dude. Like, for real, what? Like, why? Like, I just went through this. Why the hell am I doing this again? Like, even Dark Legacy doesn't do that shit to you. And that has an area, has like the desert area where you're going inside a fucking pyramid in a maze. You were never running around in circles. You have to find the right path, sure, but you would eventually find it. You were never going back in circles over and over and over again. Just to complete a level and get a key, just so you can end the level properly. Jesus Christ. Wow, whopping 2 points. Oh, and in case you're curious, you can't refund any of the points once you spend it. In case you made a mistake and want to change the points that you just spent on a different stat, you can't. I don't know why. Seems like a massive oversight. Same goes for your new move, for your new attacks with gold. Once you purchase a move, you can't refund it to change if you change your mind. You're just committed to spending the gold on whatever you can. Fucking Valkyrie. What's to do with the fucking
Now
Valkyrie?
the heroes know that the monsters they seek, yes, the very same men who sent the Four to perish on the Great Tree, are more powerful than any enemy they have encountered.
What the fuck did he do to these four?
They forge on in their quest
Like,
to defeat evil.
I'm half tempted to just show what the four classes used to look like, because they had better designs than this. Actually, better designs. Kind of baffling that we would go backwards on actual design the longer we went on with the series. I say as if I'm not used to it at this point. Anyway, back to pressing that one button again. As much as I would like to use the square button, because we got the combo for that. Nope. Barely got any enemies that block. So it's back to pressing the X button. What is that thing of a game theory again? What is it called? Dominant strategy? I think we're seeing it in practice here. I truly think we are seeing this in practice. Benefits. Not even meta builds. It's just, hey, you're given something in the game that's the best way to deal with a problem with the game. You're always going to use it. Because here's the thing. I make meta builds in games like Monster Hunter, and even then, there's usually some sort of planning you have to do to make those builds, and usually some kind of way in which the builds work that you have to actually work with. I'm just pressing one button. I'm literally just pressing one button. Also, as I'm going through these areas, do these places look remotely like memorable? 'Cause I can tell you right now, excuse me. So I can tell you right now, I distinctly remember areas in Dark Legacy and Legends because they look a lot more distinct. Does it scream like we're in a distinct area? Because to me that answer's no. That's how heavy bowgun and generations feel. Pew pew run pew pew. No, come on. Even heavy bowgun, you had to like be mindful of your aim. You had to be mindful of your positioning. You don't just mindlessly shoot at a monster and just expect it to go down quickly. I mean, you could say like, oh, the heavy bowgun pretty much ensures that you can always have good positioning because you can just dodge out of the way practically risk-free. But even then, you kind of had to be mindful, even with Valor heavy bowgun. No way in hell am I being mindful here. No matter how many times the game tells me, oh, the Red Wizard needs food badly. I don't care. That's the sad thing about it. It's like, I should care about the fact that I'm at that store every time I'm low on health, but I just don't. Especially with a life system that incentivizes you to just trial and error your way through it. Eventually I will succeed, regardless how well I'm doing. Oh, someone's having a seizure back there. Also, last I checked, I don't remember ever having to be close range with a wizard. That's the only way. This is the only way I can do with patches that include buffs and nerfs. Kind of. I feel like it would have to be necessary for like buffs and nerfs, especially if things feel completely unbalanced. Speaking of unbalanced, I mean, what am I doing here? I wish I could answer that question, but what am I doing here? Because the last time I was trying to try this out to see if it would cooperate, I was playing the Valkyrie, and it felt easy as shit until I had to actually deal with range. Wizard? Yeah, it becomes easy until you have to actually deal with close quarter combat. But as soon as you get into a loop of the circle, he's raising the roof. Raise it. I mean, seriously. I also forget that it has high mana regen, so I have no reason not to use his specials. You know, because he's a goddamn wizard. Ooh. Seriously, what the... Yes, I'm aware there's a generator. Too bad I've yet to KO. Yet there seems to be about as much urgency as the narrator's giving me. I.e., there is none. Hardly any. Even when death appears, it's like, oh, just use a Actually, no, even that used to be the case. It's like you had to dispel it with magic. But here, because there's no real urgency with death appearing. Because even back then, if you didn't have a magic potion, you would actually be screwed. Or anti-death. Or the anti-death power up. Not here. Because you have regenerating mana, you can kind of just use magic and not give a shit. I was gonna say he's probably dancing to a sea shanty. Actually, hold on. I know exactly what it is. Again, Gauntlet Legends. I know exactly which one. This one. This one. That's what he's dancing to. That is a goddamn sea shanty. Oddly enough, I think it fits with his arm flailing. Just syncing up to his goddamn attacks. That is the Area 4 special area. The token room in Gauntlet Legends. It quite literally plays a sea shanty for you to get tokens to unlock the jackal. Anyway, remember when we had unlockable characters? Oh, you're right, because it does. That's pretty much it, yeah. It's quite literally Drunken Sailor. Gosh, it really does fit. Oh, good God Almighty. It's not often I play a game and I'm just outright bored out of my mind. Somehow, this game, a Gauntlet game of all games, which has been one of my favorite multiplayer games to play with a group of friends. Even by myself, it tends to be a pretty good experience. Somehow it managed the impossible, making me feel like I am bored out of my mind playing. Partly because I'm just pressing the one button. The one button that you're pretty much better off using. Whether you're the elf, the wizard, the Valkyrie, or the wizard. Beyond level classes, do you mean achievement-based new character or an upgraded version of the current character? I mean achievement-based new character. Like, when I mentioned the tokens, I mean, like, you would have to find... Well, number one, you have to find the special teleporter to enter the special stage. You go in there and it's a token room. You enter the token room, you collect tokens, and it'll unlock a new character. And it's pretty much the Beast Within version of that character. It'll have the same stats, but it'll primarily look like, well, a beast. For the wizard, it's the jackal. For the warrior, it's the minotaur. For the Valkyrie, it's the falconess. And for the archer, it's the tigress. Something else you used to be able to do is unlock the summoner. The guy who would usually be the guy that brings you in to do this mission of defeating enemies in the first place. Yeah, we don't get him here. No sign of the summoner anywhere in this game. A character that used to be a staple in Gauntlet. Not here. My God, not here. Then again, I'm not sure if I want him to be here, considering what we're presenting. It was actually... It's even funnier in Dark Legacy. Because in Dark Legacy, one of the token rooms you would enter would quite literally be the dev room. You can see pictures of all the people who are involved in the development of the game. You get all the tokens, and I think that's the room for the Jackal. Instead of what would be the shoreline. No, it really doesn't. Like, and the thing that kills me is that we've had Gauntlet games that did give you more options. Too bad they did next to nothing with it. Not in this one, anyway. And again, friendly reminder that this was back when Midway was still a company. The people who had made Gauntlet. Yes. And let's not forget this, because this originally started on the NES. And I'm pretty sure even the NES was better than this. And the NES also had like a separate cartridge that allowed you to play levels that were created by users or created by the players. Because yes, you could actually create custom levels in Gauntlet. Well, you used to be able to anyway. Would you be surprised if I told you not here? Why should we expect something so basic? Something so goddamn basic. Jesus Christ. Also, friendly reminder, John Romero, Joe Sawyer, developers of previously successful titles, and quite literally a year after this, or so I think, it's Fallout New Vegas. The game that came out in 1990 had 8 characters. Yeah. 8 characters. Which I'm pretty sure had their own playstyle. It's better than this. Yeah, Dark Legacy also had 8. And those 8 also had unlockable versions of those classes. Again, a lot more than what we get here. We only get 4 characters. And it's the same 4 characters that has been in the series for as long as it existed. Well, poor me, I don't have much gold. Too bad it's gonna be very soon before gold is meaningless. And I wish I was kidding.
As the heroes search for their enemies, death appears before them in raging
Yeah, that's the last Gauntlet game we got.
more lives as the chaos
A
caused by
decade-old game.
but the immortals must fight on.
Seriously, it's a decade old at this point, and we haven't got a Gauntlet game since.
My next sorrow.
Thanks a lot, WB Games. just sitting on an IP. Actually, no. Considering what you've been doing with your games, I probably don't want you to be the ones making it. Hell no. Especially if they're doubling down on the whole live service. I don't want to imagine a Gauntlet game with a live service. Fuck's sake. Oh, now we have a bigger AoE. And instead of just pressing the one button, we're pressing two. We do have a Gauntlet game with Heist in the County Hall. Oh my gosh, that's right. I'm gonna be real cheap. I completely forgot about Diablo 4. I mean, how could I with such talent at work over at Activision Blizzard? They just, I don't know, I didn't do anything. I remember so little about this game, I don't remember what the next boss is. I'm pretty sure it's not the fucking golem. Can you say that one more time with a bit more urgency? I didn't quite catch that. My favorite part is the Overwatch 2 tie-in skin with the game was $90. $90. Oh yeah, that definitely sounds like a free-to-play game. You have to spend $90 on a... No, it's not even a microtransaction. That's a macro transaction. That is not a microtransaction at that point. Oh, never mind. We're back to spamming the button. And it was a literate... Of course it was. Who could have seen that coming? Said no one ever. Again, you say it one more time with a bit more urgency. And it's a sad day that I'm not caring about the fact that I'm almost dead. No shit, I need a minus switch. Like, the one staple in fucking Gauntlet. Oh yeah, to find a switch. Too bad it's not behind a hidden path or a hidden like boulder that you have to destroy. Because who the fuck's heard of destructible environments? Certainly not this game. Also, gonna love how the narration takes priority over the sound effects, over the music. Just something I kind of end up noticing. Like, Jesus Christ, how the hell do you fuck up sound balancing? Jesus Christ. It has to, or else you can't hear anything. But like, if the narration takes precedent over everything else, I can't hear if an enemy is going to attack, or if they're actively shooting. His voice would hide in the foreground as well. I'm pretty sure there's a solution to this that they're not actively going with, because the sound balancing isn't like right here. I can hear him just fine. Granted, nothing else is happening, but I can hear him without him blurring out the music. One solution is subtitles. Actually, you know what's fucked up? Actually, no, because I'm pretty sure the other games didn't have subtitles. Certainly have better sound balancing. And again, even back then, I could hear the narration just fine. You didn't have to blur out everything else just so I can hear the narrator. But yes, it probably would help if there were subtitles. Admittedly, something neither of the games did. That's not what we did, but that's not what they went with. I'm noticing something very, very unfortunate. Logical answers are hard for some people. I mean, yeah. But sometimes the best answers are tend to be the obvious ones. Like we said, subtitles. Probably something that, in hindsight, sounds like a very obvious solution. A logical solution, but still. One that sadly didn't go with. As I was gonna say, I'm starting to notice something really bad. Despite getting like multiple upgrades for the moves I'm getting, I'm still just pressing one button. I am quite literally only pressing one button because it's like the best move I typically really have.
Red Wizard has died. Red Wizard is born anew.
What was that about death not meaning anything? I'm sorry, those are supposed to be pirates? Warrior games have the same problem. Yeah. Like, I feel like I should be stronger than I am, but considering that the enemies also get stronger. And the fact that literally only best solution is one button. And like the one or two situations where I need to use a special move. For what it's worth. And oh look, a new staff. Too bad I'm going to be doing the exact same thing with it. Would combo cooldowns be a benefit or helpful? I feel like it would be more helpful if it was multiplayer. Because imagine if there was something like this, but it was multiplayer. And there was no combo cooldowns. What might also be helpful is, like, as aggressive as the enemies are, they're not as aggressive enough for it to matter. Let alone have any meaningful solutions to this. Like you give a player spammable AoE, what the fuck else are they going to be using? Certainly not this. I mean, look at this. Never mind, this one is one-shotting them. Is it? As far as I can tell, it is. Okay, so now we have a new problem. Instead of spamming the X button, we're going to soon be spamming the square button. It really does seem like a balance issue if, regardless of the classes you have, you're only going to be spamming one button. And if death is as meaningless as you just saw. Like, what would normally be a really big pain in the ass if you didn't have magic? Well, you have a regenerating mana ball. That sounds like a problem. My view is that AoE should only be used as an AoE, as a get out of jail move. Too bad the wizard has how many AoEs? Too many to count, that's for sure. Because you have the X combo, you have this special, you have X and square. Like, already that's 3 AoEs. And the X, and so far, double X is the most consistent. Even if it is currently doing less damage than square.
Red Wizard needs food badly. Red Wizard is about to die.
Don't sit. Another news, water is wet. Too bad this next. Gee, if only there was an actual penalty to death. That is hardly any. Swear. I keep pressing X during this menu because I think, oh, I should probably continue by pressing X. Nope, it's the fucking triggers. Why? Like, that was out of habit. I actually had enough gold to get into the special and I misclicked. Now, in that situation, you would think there would be an option to go to the upgrades and go into the menu.
Hides the next of my sorrows. Indeed, yet another creature that was responsible for the betrayal of the heroes. The four must venture into this dark wood, overcome many evil guardians, and upon finding this creature, bring an end to its twisted existence and my third sorrow.
Ooh! Who the fuck are you? Our bodies can see redness. We can only tell of what touching something and the temp change. I mean, we're still feeling something that is perceived as wet. His brain's upwards. He's a druid. Actually, wait, hold on. What is his boss name again? Too bad we don't actually get names of bosses. Really? Literally just called the Twisted Man. He's literally just called the Twisted Man. Not even a druid, just Twisted Man. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, you would think that because I made a mistake to not upgrade, there would be an option in the menu to like what I call the homeless man in the corner. You think there would be an option to, I don't know, go to the upgrades menu and pick up the upgrade that you want to pick up? Nope. Not unless you finish the stage. Because of course it doesn't. It's too reasonable to let you upgrade at any time. More like too convenient. Who the hell's heard of quality of life? Quality of life stuff. Seriously, like... They're like, I feel like I'm repeating myself, but it bears repeating. We show Gauntlets, because you had a hub area, you can choose to upgrade whenever you want to, so long as you weren't in the stage. It also lets you buy items and stuff and choose your upgrades and stuff like that. Oh yeah, did I mention? There's no hub. There's no Summoner's Tower or the sort. You are quite literally going from one level to another in this mostly linear experience. Now, normally I wouldn't have much of a problem. Hell, that's what the NES and Super Nintendo games did. But we're not playing the NES or Super Nintendo. Remember that somebody did a QA test on this game and they even had to peer review it as well. And not a single person said anything, did they? Not a single person on that team said, hey, maybe we should give the player an option to upgrade should they have enough gold. Should we do that? Nah, that seems too convenient. What do we think we're making, a game? That seems way too obvious. We're not in the business of making good decisions. How the hell? I'm only really ask is how the hell someone had to look at this. Someone had to play this and see these things, right? I can only imagine that they probably went through it to make sure that it was functional, which I'll give it this, it's at least functional. We haven't come up against like a bug or anything like that. The issues we're having so far is that it's not very convenient with its decisions. Let alone, I mean, can I really call this fun? Fuck's sake, I'm half tempted to go back to Gauntlet Legends and show how much of a massive difference it is between this and, well, that. I guarantee you, we'll not be having these issues. Let's not forget that Gauntlet Dog Legacy was also on the PS2. There's no excuse. No excuse. Sometimes common sense isn't so common. Highly autistic people can have a different set of norms compared to you or not. I mean, can we really call this an artistic decision? And I'm pretty sure even high art would have something would have like a bit more common sense in this. And this is just one of many examples of games that do this. You could probably name a game that has something like have these sort of issues that this game has, and it would probably have as many people complaining it as it is right here. Because remember, despite how short this game is, it's only 13 levels with 6 bosses. It's not really what I was looking for, a well-worth experience. Speaking of that, how much did this game cost? Like, let's just say if we were to buy it during 2005. 2005? December 2005. My brother in Christ, wasn't the 360 out by then? November 2005. This came out in the same year as the Xbox 360. A month after it was released. This. Nah. Seven Sorrows was not 2007. Let me double check. Because I'm pretty sure it says initial release for 2005 in North America. Yes, Australia. There's 2006 in Australia. Or February 2006 in Australia. And March 2006 in the EU. Don't recall it was being released in 2007. Or do you mean the 360? I was supposed to look up how much this game cost. Wonder why the wiki was 2000. I have no idea either. Anyways, I'm supposed to be looking up how much this game would have cost. No. Okay, so if we were to try and... Let's say if we were to try and get it, like... $18, was it? There's no way this had costed $18. Right? Then again, I see an eBay for the Japanese version for over $100. No. No way in hell am I spending $100 on this. Probably $30. I would guess $30. But even then, I wouldn't spend that kind of money on this. Especially if this is the game I was playing. Hell no. You know what I could have gotten for $30? Oh shit, because, yeah, this is a PS2 still. I'm pretty sure I could have gotten Okami for $30. If not 40, I don't remember. That came out in both the PS2 and the Wii. Yeah, I saw. It had a 5.2. It was very mid when it initially came out. Like a 5.2 in GameSpot. Like a handful of 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10. It was very middling. For a series of this caliber to come out with a middling title like this. The game legitimately was supposed to average. I respectfully disagree, because I'm pretty sure even back then. You remember the fucking IGN review for Ruby and Sapphire? That 7.8 out of 10 too much water. I'm pretty sure even back then it was kind of shaky for game journalism. Nowadays, mediocre is 7. That shouldn't be the case at all. An average rating would quite literally be a 5. Like, it's literally middle of the road. It should be 5. Why the hell is mediocre 7?
Death has appeared.
And a broken, unplayable game is a 4. No, it's not. It's a 1. Have you seen? Have you seen the reviews? Have you seen the reviews for the day before? It's like the one game, like the first game in decades that IGN has gave a 1, and rightfully so. The day before was an absolute shit. Like the closest approximation of a scam that absolutely went nowhere. A scam in which they didn't even get their proper payout because Steam doesn't give their creators payout until like 30 days after. And one that people thought wasn't even going to be a real game. It's like, no shit, that ended up being a 1. But then again, this is the same industry that ends up keep giving Maddens like 7s and 8s and shit. When it's mostly been the same game with the same broken promises, the same terrible engine that they've been using for the simulation football games. And yet they decide, yeah, let's give it a 7. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Wait, no, that was a year before. But we've had better. We should definitely be expecting better. Four times the map size, 16 times the detail. 4 times the size of the Fallout 4, 16 times the detail, and 2,000 times the bugs. Now let's not forget, most of which they were actually fixed by modders in Fallout 4. And they still released it still broken, because they couldn't be fucked all to fix it.
Red Wizard needs food badly.
I wish I was kidding. Didn't even bother to add DL itself in Starfield. Jesus Christ.
To die.
How the hell do you get worse at making games? Isn't the usual progression is that it would get better?
Wizard is about to die.
Then again, we all talk about Bethesda. All of this just works. Again, it just works. I don't know the technical term, but kind of. I actually don't know the technical details behind it, but don't fucking tell me there's a generator. There is. It's a generator that I completely missed. I just replaced this here with Godzilla. I'd pretty much be playing Godzilla in 2014. It's an AI image generation. Oh. The game's so bad, I'm feeling physically ill. That's why I'm playing it. Okay, no, not really, but god damn, Uh, that's what it feels like anyway. Which is used as an FPS filler to help give higher FPS with less effort on processing. Oh, that is helpful to know. Because I've definitely at least heard of the DLS Assault. I just didn't know like the technical term of what it actually did. I was gonna say, don't tell me there's poor hit detection. And of course. Remember what I said about gates being closed back up after a certain point if you're in a boss? Guess what you have to do again? If you said we have to go through all these gates again, possibly fighting the same enemies we were fighting again, you'd be correct. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna fucking... You ever heard of padding? Swear to God, I am half tempted. Stop the game prematurely just to play a good Gauntlet game. Cause this ain't it, Chief. My God, this ain't it. I know this is a hack and slash, but it feels like right? Like, I swear to God. Like, I know I mentioned the generators, right? But I'm pretty sure Gauntlet Legends didn't have generators that had like 6 times the amount of health. I've hit these things for like 18 times until it finally goes down. Last I checked, it only took 5. Thanks for taking out the trash. I feel like I did something useful. If only for a brief moment before you have to take out the trash again. As much as an exercise in futility as it is. But yeah. To be fair, we are taking out the trash. They're gonna trash this fucking game. No, I'm kidding. But, I mean, I can't really say it's a bad game. Man, do I feel like the mediocrity setting in way too quickly. Hell, we're setting in at the first level. All this just to fight. What's his name again? The Wicked Man? It's not a druid, guys. To the fall of an entire industry. But you know what it did lead to the fall of? It led to the fall of Midway. Because, actually no, because I'm pretty sure there was another game that Midway kind of made that was also pretty bad. It was like, it was wait, was it Batman Forever? E.T. almost killed me. Yes, but it was mainly gaming in the US. Because gaming in like HAL or the Japanese, they didn't experience E.T. Needless to say, they didn't have to. E.T. definitely had its definitely had its effects in the US market. Jesus Christ. And to think there are games that are worse than ET nowadays. I'm pretty, because as bad as ET was, I'd be hard pressed to say it was the worst game of all time. That honor goes to games like Action 52. Maybe Superman 64. Maybe Right to Hell Retribution. Because as bad as ET was, I can't really say that it was bad because it was a broken piece of shit. It was bad because of its execution of what it was trying to achieve. If there was any goal of what it was trying to achieve in the first place. For that matter, what the hell was it trying to be? You know, besides being a movie tie-in game. I also kind of love how the boss hasn't come towards me yet. It's like, it's okay, take your time. As I take out every goddamn generator. You know what, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put up Dark Legacy instead. We still got what would normally be an hour. Oh my gosh, I nearly forgot there's a dash button. It's the right analog stick. Does it matter? Not really. But it does also deal damage if you use it. Too bad, much like the other actions in this game, it doesn't really matter too much. Oh no. Anyway. Oh no. Anyway.
Red Wizard is born anew.
Also, I'm pretty sure those are stock sound effects from falling down.
Badly. Red Wizard is about to die.
Did the music just stop? Did the music just stop? Whoa. No fucking way. Just as we were saying that, oh no, at least we haven't encountered a bug. I think we found an audio bug. The music just stopped. Oh my gosh, it is getting easier. Like, I'm pretty sure the boss, like the next boss, the fucking rock golem that's being controlled by the sorcerers. Pretty sure even that's easier than this dude. It is getting easier. Oh my god. I don't know if I can do any more of this. I generally have no idea if I can do any more of this. Because it doesn't seem like it's getting any better. To be fair, that's kind of how I felt when I was trying to play this initially. Sounds like they sandboxed it to the bosses and forgot to adjust the health. You're getting that feeling. Oh my gosh, this fucking upgrade system is so meaningless. I completely forgot that I already got one of these special moves. It's unbelievable. So goddamn meaningless. Oh yeah. Remember what I said about a point in time in which the code doesn't matter? Yeah, it's about this time where it stops mattering. Because, oh no, there's like 2 moves I need to get still. Doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, when all I'm doing is pressing one button. Ow. Okay, no, I'm actually being serious. I don't know if I can take any more of this. It's been a long time since I sat down and played it. If not a bad game, a mediocre game. A mediocre game that's so goddamn tedious. Again, for a game that's only 13 levels. But good ideas make my brain hurt. No, right? That will be a lovely comparison. If I actually show some goddamn gameplay of Dark Legacy and show you where the fuck I'm coming from. That sounds like a good idea, doesn't it? Because you get the gist of what this is, right? Do we have to play anymore? I certainly hope not. Do I still have my GameCube controller connected? Pretty sure I do. It's been connected for as long as I've had it. You know what? Let's say someone isn't convinced, right? I'm still surprised that the GameCube had an MMO at the time. Yeah, it was actually a pretty damn good game as well. Last time I remember. Pretty sure it was the Fantasy Star. I'm pretty sure it was one of the Fantasy Star games. Yeah, there we go. Fantasy Star Online. Wait. You know what? No, that probably wouldn't. I was gonna say, oh, but Dolphin exists. You can probably play online via Dolphin. No. I'm pretty sure it's more complicated than that. Then again, people have found a way to play Monster Hunter Tri online again. And I absolutely love Monster Hunter Tri. Problem is, do I really want to go back and play online through that? I already have a bunch of other stuff to get to. Probably not. Okay, no, I'm just saying, I'm not too much anymore. Hell no. I'm gonna spend the rest of this stream by playing an actual good Gauntlet game. It's an excellent. Hold on. I don't remember how to set it up on OBS. But yeah, I don't think I can change it much. Oh, doesn't have. Oh, my. I haven't touched off it in forever. We got Gauntlet at home. Yeah, Seven Souls is Gauntlet at home. Jesus Christ. Also, I'm pretty sure I still have the HD texture pack for Dark Legacy. So at the very least, not only are we playing a good game, we've also got higher resolution textures. Huh. Kind of wish I actually updated this damn thing. Okay. Been longer than I thought it would. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's an actual good game.
Midway Games.
Hold up. This is gonna look scuffed, I apologize.
In an ancient time,
Hold up. Oh my gosh, it's a Christmas miracle. How about we play an actual good Gauntlet? As soon as I actually have to set up to actually be fit the goddamn screen. Hold on. See, there's the fucking jester. And that'll have to do for now. Because yes, we got HD texture packs in this thing. Oh my gosh. An actual option screen. What a goddamn concept. Oh my gosh, an actual difficulty setting? It actually matters? Oh yeah, because there's also friendly fire in multiplayer. We can choose to show a compass. And here's a concept. Choosing your goddamn control options. I actually don't remember what I had for this. I want to say is the arcade sound. Do I even still have my save file on this? I want to say no. Wait. Wait, hold up. Is this the anime schoolgirl?
welcome back.
Hold up. Oh my gosh, it is.
Congratulations.
Hey, remember when I said they can put in a name entry and you can play as an anime girl? I wasn't kidding. Granted, it's just a reskin of the Valkyrie, but we have her. Oh gosh, hold up. Let's what the hell is character sheets? Okay. Yeah, then you can play as a bald guy, you can play as a waitress, you can play as an orc. You can play as a stick figure. A stick figure with a cap. Oh wait. Hold up. Hold up. I want to see this. Because I don't think I've actually... Where's the goddamn image?
Welcome.
You straight up play as Darth Maul. In case you want to play a Star Wars character in a Gauntlet game, here you go. I've actually never played this tonight. Oh dear God, he is slow as ass. Oh, it's a fucking knight, of course it's gonna be slow.
Congratulations.
Oh my gosh. Oh, good God Almighty.
You are now entering the poisoned fields.
My gosh. Imagine that, the narrator telling you where you're going. And alright. But how the fuck do we go from this? No, you get a congratulations for getting enough crystals to go to the next area. Because this is the one Gauntlet game in which, to have access to the next area, you need collectibles.
Some barrels contain items.
That's the fucking lyric.
Save keys to open doors and chests.
Fuck's sake. What a concept to have a narrator. Like a narrator that actually gives a shit about his delivery. Instead of that boring as death has appeared. Like, no shit, death has appeared. Give me some goddamn care in your delivery.
Use your turbo now. The wheel of death.
Oh yeah, this is blocking. Jesus Christ. I know, right?
Destroy generators to stop enemies.
Oh my gosh. Already. Again, I must ask. How the fuck did we go from here to Seven Sorrows?
Use magic to kill enemies.
And to be fair, we are playing as the Knight class, but with a Darth Maul skin. But even then, you can tell there's a bit more care. And oh my gosh, like seriously. Oh crap, we're not gonna see another food. But yeah, you can definitely at least hear they say something when they pick up food. Pretty sure they say something if you pick up poison food as well. Thank you. Like, such basic things that we take for granted. Would you know it? Actual keys that actually matter, instead of just finding keys that are locked behind a hoard. And actual item pickups? What year are we living in? Actually, what year did Dark Legacy come out again? $2000? You're telling me that this is 5 years apart? My brother in Christ, what the fuck have they been doing for 5 years? How condescending, but you would never think. Yeah, the Stumpies. And oh my gosh, the bombers. Dude. That entire time we were playing Seven Souls, not a single bomber. Not a single guy throwing bombs. Nothing. The sad thing these days is that a 3-person dev team made a better game than Simply. I'm pretty sure that sounds like what happened with Super Meat Boy. Pretty sure that sounds like Super Meat Boy. I think. And oh, look at that! An actual elite enemy that's not treated as a goddamn boss. Oh, Battle Bit. Wait, Battle Bit was only 3 people? Oh my gosh. I don't think I've heard any of the Knight's quips, but that's hilarious. Oh my gosh, I get to actually talk about the runestones? Hey, remember when we had collectibles that actually mattered? And I'm not just talking about the goddamn keys. You had to collect runestones.
One runestone has been found.
And you'd have to go out of your way to find them. Because some of them were actually quite hidden if you weren't looking. Or if you weren't getting switches. You had to actually explore your surroundings. Do you see the difference? Do you see?
Avoid dangerous objects.
Don't say. But again, thank you for not being behind a text box. Runestones for collectibles. The runestones are what you need to enter the gates to the underworld. Which, for Gauntlet Legends, was how you access the final boss fight against Scorn. You also have to fight Scorn by getting all 13 runestones, since that's part of the main story. And also how you continue the story and get to the actual final boss of Dark Legacy, which is Gauntlet. The guy who summoned Scorn in the first place. Because in the intro cutscene that I skipped, the reason that the summoner brought us here is to defeat Scorn's army that has been in every single area, collect 13 runestones to seal him back into hell, and to stop Gorn from causing further harm that initially started from summoning Scorn. Shocker, it's the summoner's evil brother. Of course, it's gotta be an evil brother.
Gas mask.
That's cool, maggots. I'm really not too familiar, given that I used the Valkyrie. It's quite literally a more tankier, more physically based Valkyrie. Granted, the fact that his arm is up, but I'm pretty sure he uses a goddamn shield, which not good, not really useful. But the fact you can actually mix up either close range combat or range combat, you have limited magic, which you have to be smart with, instead of having it be a regenerable meter. And there's actually two versions of death. Ones that take away your health, and one that takes away your experience. Which also means you could end up losing a level if you don't get rid of death. Just sad that they made a game with worse features, worse enemies, worse path layouts, and worse no collectibles for a secret boss. For real. Oh, here's another thing. Wait, what is it? Oh gosh, I forgot. How do you throw magic in this? Oh no, gosh, that's right. There's actual secrets you can find. Like I said, what was that about destructible objects?
Don't waste magic.
You don't say. I wasn't trying to. I actually don't remember how to use powers. Right? Like, it actually rewards you for exploring. You know, seriously, how is it? Oh, it's up. Okay. Ah, joyous. And I actually feel like I want to use my specials. Unlike in Seven Sorrows.
Green Knight has gained a level.
Oh, you can also change your goddamn color. As well as your class. I just don't remember if you can throw magic, because that's actually something you can do. You can throw magic. Magic potions. Oh my gosh, it's like actually reacting to traps. Imagine that. Suspicious. Again, where the fuck are my goddamn destructible objects at? Actually encourage me to explore rather than just have me go in a linear path. None of that.
Rapid fire.
Even the music is better. Oh my gosh. I failed to mention the music. They broke all the tenets of a good sequel. But wait, you mean to tell me that a sequel isn't supposed to be a cash grab? Actually, I should probably be careful, because some of these can actually destroy objects. Trust for the greedy. Gee, I wonder why. Could it be because it's laden with goddamn traps? And hey, look, generators that don't take forever and a day to destroy.
Meat gives more health.
Actually, no, I can show it here.
Some chests may explode when opened.
It even notes to add both flavor and guidance. Seriously. This was 5 years ago? You would never believe it looking at this. And I'm pretty sure this was not only on the GameCube, but on the PlayStation and Xbox as well. I said, no excuse.
I've not seen such bravery.
Hey, said the quip. There's another bomber. Must have been the FT. Are you sure? Because remember, this is the same development team that had John Romero and Josh Schroyer develop Seven Souls as well. And then leave before they even finish the game. So my question is, what the fuck were they doing with those two? That they couldn't let those two cook? Oh, fuck.
Explosions destroy items.
Yeah, that's why. I was curious. That's why they said laying your traps for the greedy. You're not faster than here until you find 2 switches. Actually, I'm pretty sure he got the 2 switches. But still, friendly reminder, they were cooking the wrong stuff. I could believe it. So? Okay.
Collect gold to buy power-ups.
What a concept. And to think we were just spending gold to get more moves. Oh. Like, holy shit, things that are actually difficult? I'd have never imagined. And believe it or not, death actually matters. You're not giving a shitty life system that encourages you to just trial and error. You die, that's it, that's game over.
I've not seen such bravery.
That's the way those who try to pass. Is it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the Red Death. Oh my gosh, even Death. How the fuck do you fuck up Death? Like, not even having such a visceral scream. Oh my gosh, an actual tally. It gives you a tally. Dude, how hard is it, really?
Green Knight has gained a level.
How hard is it? Actually show us some goddamn numbers. I have? Oh, right, probably can't sell it. But what a concept. You can actually sell your stuff to get gold. Look at all those collectibles. But guess what? The game actually gives you multiple opportunities to get these collectibles. Because it rewards you for exploring. Instead of giving you a goddamn linear path. Hello.
Congratulations! You have found a runestone.
You're welcome. Plop it down right there. That runestone gets plopped right over here. Now look at all of this space you're given in the hub. Even if you don't really have any of the things you need, you can still just walk around. The hub has its own music, which, holy shit, amazing. Yes, I know I don't have the lions. Even here, you're actually just given where you would pretty much end up in, like, the end game. Yes, I know. We're not even at a point where you can get lion claws. Oh. I don't know if I can actually show this, but there's something you can actually that actually shows up if you wait. Just think old PC screensavers with like the bouncing objects in the background. But even just like this, it's so much that's missing. So much that was taken. Well, really taken. Things that were just removed to make Seven Souls what it is. And the thing you had a choice between this, no, it's actually some. Well, I don't know if I want to say something better. In fact, it might be better if I just show it on screen. Let me try and find it. I had to change the scene. My apologies. But there's a point to this. There you go. You just there you go. That's what happens if you wait long enough in the pause screen. Very reminiscent of having an old PC and just have this playing in the background. Yeah, been listening with the Seven Solos if you like to see it. But yeah, that's the screen save. I mean, to be fair, that's pretty much it, but even then, Good God Almighty. Pretty sure the token moon. Pretty sure it's in this one. But the token room's a special
Entering Ghost Town.
at 15. Oh, crap, love it. What happened? That's I don't recall seeing a 1500. As it loads. Oh, this 15. That's how many crystals you need to unlock this area. Like this area here requires red. This requires red 100 red crystals. This one, because this is literally the first area, we only needed 15 green crystals. 15 crystals. These, which will be seen shortly, snake fangs, because there are like these stone creatures, the things that look like those that you get golden items from. Like there's a west wing that we can unlock. This over here is the east wing that requires golden eagle feathers. And we've seen the bottom. There was those lion claws, which needless to say that won't be for a long while. But yeah. That's pretty much like collecting crystals, collecting golden items, collecting rune stones.
You are now entering Ghost Town.
No, it's mainly just more areas you can unlock. Because on top of unlocking areas, you also have to make sure you're getting rune stones. Because remember, the main reason we're here is to defeat the forces of Scorn. Because the old bastard Garm summoned Scorn into this world. We're going into each and every area to make sure we defeat every single area that we can. That includes the bosses. Beautiful. Oh, wait, no. Because we can actually shoot magic. I want to waste it. I don't think we found the ground level. Gee, I wonder what it's trying to tell. Yeah, I wonder. I mean, that'd be kind of hype, actually, having hidden bosses. Sitting there, you're already given hidden areas within each level. That being the token rooms. Banana here. Oh, that's a fun thing. You can also get crystals that would otherwise be needed for later areas. It's usually like 1 or 2 you can find, but you can actually get collectibles in earlier levels to start getting crystals you need later, making collecting them a whole lot easier. Let's get through, please.
Knight has gained a level. extra speed.
Eh,
Learn how to block.
How condescending of you. Again, someone's gotta say it. Just block, forehead.
Phoenix familiar.
I forget. I think this is one of the longer ones. Well, at least for this area. Eh,
Shoot red bears from a distance.
to be fair, I have been pretty careless. Is it this area? Yeah, because it's like, there's this bit right here. There's a cathedral with a piano playing by itself. There's like a railroad part that has cars going back and forth. There's a part with a chimera. I'm forgetting already. I'm forgetting already. I have been forever since I last played this. The other side. Not everything is a straight line. Actually mind your surroundings. This again. Makes the past few hours feel even worse. Imagine what we could have gotten instead. Yeah. Oh, that's right. You can also make your own shield with the magic. How the hell did I forget that? Junk. Oh, an even better bit. You can actually just complete the areas in any order. You don't have to stay in one area and complete them until you have all the until you unlock the boss. In fact, I'm pretty sure the game encourages you to. To some extent, anyway. And again, it doesn't get. Even if you're one area for like a extended period of time, it doesn't get too quick. Fuck. Piano, yep. What the flag? Like, I cannot speak. But there's no one playing the piano. We haven't gone to the mausoleum yet. We have actual ghosts. Yeah, I wonder if I should shoot a target. Oh, there's one of them. No more piano. We're not playing Hangman either.
Limited levitation.
Fucking goofy ass sound effects. Oh, that's right. Even the music changes depending on which part of the map you're in at that point. Just how? But you can see the difference though. Unbelievable. Oh yeah, we're not even gonna get to the token because I'm at that point in time which I would normally. It seems to be confused. Where the heck are There we go. Imagine that, getting damaged by the things that roam around in the stage. I would never. Oops. Okay, I accept the cap of my health.
Your key ring is full.
I forgot, there's even flavor text if you try to collect more rings than you can carry. Dude. I mean, you get the idea at this point. The fact that we got this in 2005, you get 7 sorrows. How? How the fuck does this happen? Oh, I could probably figure it. Probably a lack of a vision. Because I don't think it's a time issue. Fuck's sake, they had 5 years. 5 years between then and now. Well, Ambassador Belfry. Gee, I wonder how. Oh my god. Actually enemies. What a concept. How the hell did... Is it... Okay.
Green Knight has gained a level.
Do we need to keep playing? You get the idea. Oh, we're just now getting into the token room. We'll keep going until we get to the token. There it is. Can't reach. Alright, where the fuck is that camera? Oh, it's stone. Alright. You. You! Oh, right. Ow. That is a bad idea. Oh yeah, it is definitely a bad idea. Especially when we're gonna get stuck in a fucking corner like this. Get out of it, please. I get stuck in the corner. Nice. This one, unfortunately, is tended to hit on this. I could also just skip the pit token. Nah, we'll do it. We'll do it. Oh, and I also have extra speed, so it'll be even easier.
Grab coins before time runs out.
Okay, on a time limit. And look at how cute it is. It's the shape of the Midway logo. I'm gonna move, sir. God knows you only have 30 seconds? 60? I don't remember.
Congratulations! You have unlocked a secret character.
Imagine actually having something unlockable in a goddamn Gauntlet game. Oh, right, you still have to finish them. Legends, Gauntlet Legends, where it straight up finishes the level for you if you find the secret exit. But you get the idea. It's better than whatever the hell Seven Souls was.
Green Knight has gained a level.
It actually was. To be fair, I feel like that's mostly due to the fact that you experienced Seven Sorrows. Jeez. I think there was another game, another mid or bad game that I had in mind of doing else otherwise. My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. Thanks, Seven Sorrows. At least I got to play a good Gauntlet game. I think that's it, though. Best. Oh no, after doing that. Eh! Yeah, that's a vibe. Eh! Oh my gosh, an idle innovations. How the hell? You done fucked it up. So much we could have had in 2005 and we didn't. Congratulations.